Alright, here we are for round number 5. We're playing against DeChristie89. I don't know what DeChristie is playing, but we have a decent hand. It's not great, but I'll keep it. Perplex can go get a removal spell if that's something we really need in this matchup. I've got a lot of mana. Seems okay. Gonna cycle this for an island and then probably pick this up with my Aqueduct. What am I hoping we are facing? Decks with white and decks... Yeah, okay, cool. That looks like a good matchup to me. So go ahead and grab an island here. And then I will... Yeah, I'm going to pick up the Radiant Fountain. So I'll have Deprive up next turn. Also have Perplex up next turn if I need it. Unfortunately, so when you have a lot of your 1-ofs in your hand, that can be pretty bad for you. Because they don't really do what you want. Necessarily. Also, we have a really terrible hand against Bogles. For now. It could all change in a second. This is a tough call. So if I play this Talisman... So I can't even cast Cower in Fear, even if I get it with Perplex. If I cast the Talisman, I can... No, I think I just have to pass. Yeah, I just have to pass the turn. I was thinking next turn I could transmute the Perplex and also hold up Deprive. We've kind of two dead cards, unfortunately, here. That one I don't care about at all. I intend to kill all of these in one fell swoop with Cower in Fear if I need to. With the Perplex. This kind of makes me wish I'd gotten a Swamp. Because I currently can't even cast Cower in Fear, leastwise. Like another, I don't know. I can't even cast Cower in Fear at all. Leastwise, transmute for it and cast it in the same turn. Heliod's Pilgrim. Probably worth a Deprive, unfortunately. I could cast Perplex. This is the last chance I'll be able to cast Perplex and maybe counter something. To be honest, I don't really expect it to even counter this one. We'll see. See if my opponent has been holding some good stuff or if they've been holding bad stuff. This is a problem with Perplex. Like if this had been an exclude or something, it would have been quite good here. And instead it's like my opponent gets to choose if they want to keep their cards or not. I was going to say, they're probably going to discard, because now they can go get like Ethereal Armor. So this is actually decent, because I was going to have to get rid of this cloak anyway. So I don't mind this very much. This discard. Ancestral Mass is probably going to get deprived. I'll probably pick up my Radiant Fountain to cast it. Just being like, keep just being like just short, like the mana is just not quite working out right. I do have to deprive the mask. Looks like they drew the best possible card, which is an Ethereal Armor. Definitely no better draw for our opponent than that. Oh, Cartouche. Cartouche is fine. Cartouche I'm not as scared of. I need to get an Avant-Garde Justice to win this game anyway, so the extra warrior and stuff is not important to me. Okay. Deprive, pick up a Radiant Fountain. Our opponent has a reasonably fast clock, but not the fastest in the world. Like I said, we got this dead card, unfortunately, in the Dispel. They don't play a single instant main deck, I don't believe. Probably going to play pieces of the puzzle here. The other option is to play the Pristine Talisman to get more mana on the field. I really need them to brick for like 2 turns. Even something like just a Cartouche I would consider to be a brick, even though it's 2 power. Let's go ahead and pieces and hold up black mana. If I draw, okay. Okay, let's get some removal spells. So I don't know. I don't have enough black mana to cast all this stuff is the real problem. I would have been in much better shape this game if I had used my Ash Barrens to get a swamp at the beginning. We could also just die here to another Ancestral Mask. If it's a cartouche, it's okay. Ethereal Armor, we're dead. Yeah, we lose. Okay, we have no outs. So we're dead to that. You can see why people like to play Bogles. Like, I have a great matchup against them, and I just happen, like, basically you play the deck and you just pray that your opponent can't interact with you, and I wasn't able to that game, so they won. I want that stuff, and I think I kind of want these relics. I don't want the Crypt Incursion, it was terrible there. Complete Disregard, I do still want. Capsize is still pretty good. Whispers of the Muse is unnecessary. Echoing Decay is unnecessary. I'm going to keep in like the Doomblades and stuff. Yeah, I don't really want Crypt Incursion, I don't think. Another option is Gurmag Angler. Could keep in the Whispers instead of a piece of targeted removal. I'll just keep it like this. I think Relic is enough to take care of Young Wolf. This is a mulligan. This hand is fine. We will lose to like the nut draw from their deck, but we're not going to lose to like a normal average draw from their deck. I consider the nut draw to be Utopia Sprawl on turn 1, and then Boggle plus... Ooh, that's a good draw. I'm going to go ahead and shrivel this guy, I think, right away. It is a little awkward if my opponent plays another guy, like multiple guys here. Yeah, it looks like they were slow enough. I should have maybe held the shrivel. But I'm going to go ahead and hold up Exclude this turn, I think. Probably going to lose to a cartouche. I should have I should have just kept that shrivel. I was thinking I would shrivel, and then if they like played a creature, I'd be able to exclude on the next turn, and then like in a simplet. I don't know what I was thinking. It was just a bad plan in general. Even now I can't even like exclude next turn, or I can't even Innocent Blood this turn either. Alright. Well, it paid off. Paid off big time. Of course, not going to matter if if I can't draw anything. Let's go ahead and get rid of this guy right away. If I play the Dimir Aqueduct, I can have 5 mana up next turn. Unfortunately, I'm shields down and it's obvious. My opponent knows that I'm shields down. Utopia Sprawl would have been much scarier on turn 1. Ledgewalker, sure. See if I can find a way to deal with that guy. I'm going to play the island in pieces. It's a little awkward, but I think I'm more likely to find a blue, like a counterspell. Let's go ahead and grab Avant-Garde Justice as well. That seems like the best one. Perplex could get Cower and Fear, which could be a huge beating against them, but I'm a few turns away from that, and okay, I'm not gonna counter anything unless it takes it out of Avant-Garde Justice range. All right. See what else my opponent has going on here. Pilgrim. Pilgrim does get swept up by Justice anyway. I'll have 6 mana next turn. I'm gonna let that resolve, and then I'm gonna just cast Avant-Garde Justice and not buy it back. Kill both these things, and then hopefully my opponent only has 1 creature left, and I can just deprive it. This is an interesting decision whether or not I want to try to like sandbag my Justice, but If I deprive, then I'm still yet another turn away from buying back my justice. What this deck needs is something that like makes a creature. All right, another justice is obviously a great draw. I'm a little ways away from casting with buyback because I assume I'm gonna have to deprive something this turn, but you never know. I just need my opponent to not have two creatures for like, I need them to not have two creatures for like 1 or 2 turns. It looks like they don't have one right now. I took out Crypt Incursion, I think. Yeah, so there's no reason for me not to just hit my opponent's graveyard here. Things are looking pretty good this game. I think we're going to win this one most likely. Our opponent have to draw pretty well to get out of it. They could, of course. I think I'll actually let creatures resolve, and then I'll just counter their toughness pumpers, and then I'll Evan Card Justice all those things away. I guess I don't really care about Young Wolf anymore, so I'll go ahead and get 1 card deeper in my deck. Pieces of the Puzzle is a great draw, and we hit like gangbusters. Let's take Innocent Blood and Brainstorm. This game's over. There's just no way they're coming back here. They need like a Bajuka Bog to come back. Yeah, I mean, I don't care about Ledgewalker. I also don't care about Rancor. There's just nothing they can really do to save this from my Evan Card Justice here, as well as my Innocent Blood. Yep, that's a lot of Rancors. All right, let's just think twice. Okay, got a counterspell here. Couple counterspells. Goodbye, Ledgewalker. Hardly knew ye. Oh, I have to discard, huh? Let's go ahead and get rid of Echoing Decay. So I still feel pretty safe here. I mean, I got so much stuff right now. Let's brainstorm, see if we can hit a land here. Hit a couple. Definitely hit a couple. I'll put the repeal on the top, and then I guess the swamp and sandbar. I would like to draw that swamp, I think. No reason for me not to draw it. Yep, I win. Cool. Well, I didn't see anything that really made me want to change what I was doing. Still don't think I really want these Gurmag Anglers. They're not terrible. They don't block a Ledgewalker, and they don't block a big creature. They only cost 1. No, just run it back. So not a lot going on. Sorry, I'm just texting right now. Not much to say about the matchup. So Bogles is a good matchup for us. They can run us over, or they can just get destroyed by our edicts. They have to hope we stumble, and they have to have a really fast draw, like they did in the first game, with a lot of like redundancy, a lot of creatures, as well as like really efficient power boosting. Power and toughness boosting enchantments. Like, if you've ever played against blue-black with Boggles, you know how hard it is. Like, so I've got a bunch of edicts. So you need to play multiple creatures to protect your guys from edicts. I play a ton of counter spells. So like all the good stuff. might get countered. Play multiple Wrath effects, so I've got Shrivel, including Instant Speed 1 and Cower and Fear, plus Evankar's Justice. So you need to play around that too. So you don't want to overextend, because you can get hit by a Wrath. But if you don't extend enough, then you're going to hit by the Edicts that you know about. And then, if you play too slow, suddenly the counterspells come up. So it's just really tough. Alright, this hand is only okay. I do think I'm going to keep it. So our opponent's mulliganing. So I think I'm going to start with Submerged Boneyard, and then I'll probably Ash Baron. I'll probably use it to Ash Barons and get a Swamp and to rest them. But we'll see what I draw here. Okay, obviously I'm going to play that one instead. Probably just play my Submerged Boneyard now. Alright, let's see what my opponent has. They're not going to be able to play around much. Looks like they have a Rancor, otherwise... Oh, Young Wolf. Okay, well, let's see what their last card is. Get that out of there. Hopefully it's just something I can take. Alright, well, nothing is fine too. Might as well play the Boneyard, I guess. So my opponent has nothing. Hopefully they don't draw like exactly a good card this turn. Looks like they drew an Ancestral Mask, which is incredibly annoying. So now I have to find removal and stuff. I think I have to pieces here. I can't really just hold up my counterspells anymore. So Devour Flesh and Innocent Blood will work just fine. Although I think maybe I would rather have Repeal and Innocent Blood. Yep. So the reason Devour Flesh and stuff would work would be that I could Innocent Blood, and then with Young Wolf in the graveyard, I could Devour Flesh the Boggle. Abundant Growth. So my opponent could probably kill me here with like the perfect series of draws. They'd need a couple Abundant Growths all in a row. I could also die to just even a creature from them. Could kill me for sure. Looks like they probably... Oh, they didn't draw a creature. Alright. I'd really like to counter this Young Wolf on the way down. This is a tough one. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. They didn't really have anything last turn. Gonna have to Fairy Trickery this. If they have another, if they sandbagged like an Ancestral Mask last turn or something, I'm gonna lose. But I don't think there's anything they wouldn't have played last turn. So, okay, Aqueduct, not great. Yeah, I pretty much just have to repeal this Young Wolf and Edict away the Boggle. The good thing is now I can hold up Disfigure, so if my opponent tries to put something on that Young Wolf, I can kill it in response. Okay, there's that land I assume they drew before. Young Wolf, fine. Ledgewalker, pretty annoying. Man. At least they didn't draw that. Well, if they'd drawn that last turn, I would have been able to exclude it, so we would have probably won, actually. Well, would you look at that? Better lucky than good, they say. That's what I say, at least. We had a lot of outs there, but that just happened to be one of them. I guess I'll let my opponent try to put something on this guy if they want. They don't play any instants, so I'm not worried about it. The only instance they might play is like a Pyroblast. I guess I have seen like mutagenic growth out of like a couple psychos. But did not see that here. I still don't have Crypt Incursion, do I? Nope. So it's going to bog them. All right. So if we draw teachings, we'll win this game for sure. If not, could be in for a long haul here while they try to wait and draw a creature. Fortunately, I have to exclude basically any creature right now. So I haven't drawn any Chainer's Edicts or anything. Teachings. Nope. I keep playing these lands out to thin. I'm going to thin out with these Evolving Wilds. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they just find another Boggle, I could just be dead. Because I haven't found a Teachings yet. Let's figure at least now I don't die to a young wolf. What costs 3? Maybe they're trying to cast... Yeah, Heliod's Pilgrim is fine. I have answers to Heliod's Pilgrim. See what they get. Cartouche. Obviously not going to resolve on the Pilgrim. Disfigure. Which figure? Disfigure. So that was a fine draw. We were able to trade our 1 mana removal for their 3 mana creature. Plus the spell it got. Ooh, Capsize is a nice one. I can't quite turn off all their white mana. Actually, can I? How much mana do I have? Oh, it's only turn 11, so I don't have enough yet. But I'll be able to turn off all the white mana next turn. I guess I won't be able to, but... Alright, Forest up. Sounds green. It's also like pretty hard for our opponent to kill us when we've got Capsize, because we can just hit all the enchantments. Let's see what my opponent plays here. Justice was obviously a great draw. So if they have an Ancestral Mask, it's actually just not going to be a very good card for them. What are they trying to cast here? Something expensive. I'd love it if they played an Ancestral Mask. Armadillo Cloak. Not as much in love with it, but what are you going to do? Rancor does nothing. So I'm going to Capsize the Armadillo Cloak end of turn. Plus I think this Utopia Sprawled land. So Capsize is actually really good against Bogles once you get to 12 mana, obviously it's great. Alright, well that'll do it too. So I know their hand, they have an Armadillo Cloak, and they have a Forest in there. And they missed for 1 turn, and it's over. Teachings, let's go ahead and grab and exclude. Yep, our opponent's dead. See how long it takes them to realize it, but they have no outs anymore. Hopefully once they Capsize lock them, they will quit the game. I'll just exclude that guy. I'm going to flashback Teachings for Teachings. Alright, so we finished 4-1. Pretty good record. I punted away a match too, so little unfortunate there, but definitely worse things that could happen in a game. Don't really care about any of these creatures. Yep, I'm just going to Innocent Blood this away so I don't have to deal with this Armadillo Cloak anymore. And I'll probably put like all their lands back in their hand at this point. I should be able to put both of these away, plus then 2 more on my turn. Yep, Rancor is fine. Alright, hopefully this will get my opponent to concede when I get rid of all their stuff. All right, opponent. Why do you have a stop in your end step? Come on. Yeah, my opponent looks like they're the type of the opponent that wants to play it out for at least a little while. So take this deck up for a spin if you want. I should have had a 5-0 here if I hadn't punted it away. So the deck is strong. I've been crushing with it. Been pretty easy so far. I have like a 78% win percentage in leagues or something like that. Yeah, I'd probably just turn off the video at this point. There's not a whole lot left. Leave me any comments that you guys can think of in comment section down below. I'm always looking for advice on what you guys want to watch and stuff like that, ways that I can improve my content. So definitely give me a shout out there and let me know. Not gonna let my opponent have white mana. Oh man, this is annoying. Now I'm annoyed. Normally I don't care that much, but I'm supposed to go out somewhere right now, and I can't because this opponent is taking too long. So I'll quick finish this off. I think I'll just stop the video here. There's nothing else to see. I've capsized, as you can see, all my opponent's lands. I will Evan Card Justice them to death eventually. And yeah, chalk up another victory here. So, okay, we won. Cool. I can get out of here. So I gotta go. Thanks for you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time. Remember, subscribe down below. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see more content like this. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.